Welcome to The Breakthrough. I'm Allison Dean, VP of Operations at Theorem, and today we are talking with Trent Johnson, the Senior Vice President of Corporate Ventures at Seed. In his current role, Trent drives the go-to-market vision and corporate capabilities of Seed's team of experienced innovators to enable corporate venture acceleration on behalf of Global 2000, private equity, and early-stage companies through build, acquire, license, and fund strategies. It's a party. Trent sent me this quote from Lao Tzu: "When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be." So, hi, Trent.
Hi, Allison. Thanks for having me. How are you?
I'm good. What are the biggest lessons that you've learned from being a leader in tech?
Developing empathy. I think you get to a point in a career where you look back and you do an assessment of the things that you've done,
Sure,
and the things that you could have done better, right? And I think the one thing that I have learned personally is like, this stuff isn't easy, right? Like all of this stuff, like, getting out of bed to kind of do this thing and constantly assess your why in and of itself is like, you get a participation star for waking up, right? But I think the understanding that or recalling from your own experience, like how it can be, and personalizing it for yourself to understand what your people are going through, first and foremost, I think is the first ingredient. You get a lot more, I think, at least I've found in recent years, you get a lot more earnest conversations, right? That will help you to find the balance between being a person and being a leader.
What are the most important lessons you've learned from your mentors?
Oof, that's a good one. It is the why. They knew it all along. It is early in my career. Like, why are you doing that? It is just understanding the why, like right at the outset. Like, even if it's a client thing, right? What you think is their why may actually be very different than like what the motivation is driving their behaviors and driving their need for a solution that you're seeking. Well, once you understand it and you apply it to yourself, I think it becomes easier to seek it in others, right? Just because it uncovers true motivation.
So for everyone listening that doesn't know their why, how do they find their why?
I'll let you know when I figure out mine. I'll tell you what my working hypothesis is, if that's helpful.
Okay.
I think there's something that I'm seeing now that is a factor of success, right? And I think the factor of success is that once you get there, you look around and you have is this it moment, right? Because in your head, you may have thought of like, the skies will open and flowers will fall, and whatever it is, right? The notion that you get to success and it's not what you thought it is. And there's this moment of, I don't know, dissonance where you're trying to figure out, well, this wasn't it. What should I be doing, right? I think that's the moment where you take a step back and ask the why. Like, why am I on autopilot? Why am I looking for another thing to go chase? Because I think at the end of that answer, right, is where you'll find the thing that you'll find that thing that you're seeking. I don't know what it is yet. I'm still looking.
I think for me, the future innovations that I'm very interested to see are the ones that have a lot of that social good impact.
I like the examples of like 4Ocean. That's a great example. Like 4Ocean, there are a lot of these little startups that basically are farming plastic from the ocean and using it as cloth to create whole lines of clothing.
Yeah.
Things like that. There's a company called Icon, and Icon uses either plastic bottles or recycled items to create the material that they use to 3D print a house for the homeless.
Oh, yeah. Yes, I did see that. That's awesome. Yeah.
I think that's just where innovation can take us. But I love the fact that it's a double bottom line, right? The venture makes money, but also the other bottom line is the benefit to, social good and social causes.
Thank you, Trent.
It's been awesome, Allison. Really have enjoyed the time.
Thank you for watching just a few of the highlights from this week's Breakthrough episode. To see the full podcast, click the link in the description below.